like any child, I was alive, very joyful life, nice neighborhood, and nice mom, good mom, very good mom, and we were raised with respect and knowledge. Mogadishu was a very good place. Was changing also year after year, becoming more modern and more uh, people were civilized and everything. And I remember that neighbors, African countries, used to come to Somalia. When I grew up, I was, I think, around 17. And one day I went to the port. And I saw so many different people from other countries. And I asked the question, there was one of my uncles with me, what are they doing here? What language do they speak? And he said, they speak English. They came for business because Somalia has a big port, and it's a horn of Africa, and everything was coming from other countries, but big boats, huge ones. I was so amazed, really, the whole day I was watching, and it was a good, experience. And I remember, lately, that Somalia was very important place, and was also advanced compared to the neighbor countries in many things. Um,
And your own house, what was it like? Was it a big house? Was it? Did you have trees and or was it right in the centre of the town?
it was right in the center of the town, a place called Casa Popolare, means house of the population, built by the Italians. Very big villa in the center. It's because my dad was a good. I wouldn't say very wealthy, but we had all we needed. We knew that we have to go out of Mogadishu because it's burning everywhere. And that time, one morning we woke up with very big explosion. One side of our house was burning, and my mother had big gold sets from her mom, family to family, and she had that with her. After I went out of Mogadishu with my mom and my daughter. My mother was ill already, and she was tired, and there was no enough food. She died really on the way. She she died on the way, and well, we buried her, and we just move on,
And how were you getting from one place to another?
walking.
Walking and just carrying what you could, and
Yeah, I wasn't carrying anything. Only my daughter and the gold that my mom left for us.
you must have been in constant danger though of being.
Yes.
So how did you avoid the enemy?
Well, in the night time we were just walking, and daytime you have to hide yourself. We were there in middle of nowhere for 15 days. Some people gives you water and food, and some just chase you after and say go away, things like this. But we were a very big group, and there was also men carrying some water, so if necessary, giving small children and pregnant women.
And you managed to get enough food for your baby daughter.
Yeah, milk turned to yogurt sometimes. I had to give her. Well, it was very difficult. I had to, but I was really lucky that I had. When my baby had sometimes when we were there, diarrhea, And I have packets of, that nourishment water. So I could mix with water and my daughter was drinking. I was lucky. I had that in my bag. And I had enough water. I was really very strong. I can't believe I was carrying my daughter and walking, and I had also water with me. I was thinking of my daughter. I knew she can get dehydrated and die very quick because she was a baby.
And how many kilometers did you have to travel in order to get to the border with Ethiopia?
We came first to Baydaba. Baydaba is, I think, at the south of Africa, or of Somalia, sorry. And from Baydaba, we went direction Ethiopia. And that route, we in the came to the border of Kenya, was that, I think? And Kenya, Ethiopia. So it wasn't a very far away. It was, I think, here until Portsmouth.
So maybe about 27 miles.
Or maybe London.
Yeah.
Here till London, I think.
It's quite a long way then.
It is. And only nighttime walking. And it's terrible, really. You walk on in trees and things, and you never know. I was afraid of snakes. Yeah. And Somalia has dangerous snakes, I don't know if you have read of.
Yes.
Seen maybe.
Big snakes.
Big snakes. I hate that. Horrible. That was my nightmare, really. Thinking I was walking on snakes.
So you got to the border, and what happened next?
We came to Ethiopia, and from Ethiopia we got to Addis Ababa. And in Addis Ababa I sold my mom's gold and had a lot of money really coming back to me. And I bought a visa. I was really so happy. I heard first from my sister who lives in Southampton here, and then she was in that time in Yemen, and then I've heard also two of my sisters in Ethiopia, and I've heard that my brother is in England, and I've heard everyone I found everyone actually. Two of my brothers were captured, and they were about to kill them, and lucky them, they just escaped, and they made it to Ethiopia as well. You feel completely different, and feel of that people are looking at you with accusing eyes, like, oh, there they are, something like that, and that's very bad feeling for people, because for some people, well, I can understand that this is pure politics and it's going to go away anyway one day or another, and all the things that happened were bad things, and it has nothing to do with the whole community, and not the whole community is all bad. they're criminals who has done those. They're criminals like any other criminals. So,
But who gives you this feeling that you're not?
well, the rest of the society looks that it has had some has been also a bit too mean against the Muslim population, especially with women who wears big hijabs. There has been spitting and hitings and around and you black Muslims go back to your country with the Somalian. Really, the Somalian has suffered double suffering. Color issues also going on and.
So what kind of help are you? You're in a very important position now then as a community worker for the council. What kind of help can you give other people to overcome this prejudice and these problems?
Well, first of all, I advise ladies to report the crimes because it's a crime. What people are doing is a crime. They're doing bad things that they shouldn't do. So they have to report to the police, to the council, to everywhere they think it's a government place. And people who are responsible people of the government working, even at near shops, you can go and witness if there are crimes. If someone is doing bad things, you can seek witnesses and report that. So that's the advice I give them.
And what about your role in the Somalian Association?
This association is called United Somali Community Association, and we help ladies, children, men to really integrate and understand the country and the way of life of European way of life, and then make a combination of their own culture and this culture and make it one. I'm the chair really, and I especially with ladies, I'm advisor also.
And do you think most people do manage to integrate successfully to keep their Somalian identity and culture, but also to become part of British society?
Yes, there are young ladies who start learning and taking higher degrees for care, childcare. Young people who are studying at universities. They're just European people who were born in Europe, and they're just maybe a bit darker skin and wearing hijabs, but they're European. They're European.